it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and I have a design team project for the Scrap Room. So I am using the Flavors of the Month November kits. This is the 49 and Market. This is Botanical Buzz. And I am starting with the cobblestone cardstock that comes in the kit. It's this great kind of grayish color. And I am going to trim that down. I'm going to trim it down an inch on two sides. And then I'm going to take this absolutely stunning paper and I am going to gut it. So I'm going to use this as a mat for my photo. So you're going to get a little bit of those florals and a little bit of that mixed media, as well as a little bit of the like beehive pieces that are around it. I'm going to get all of that, and that's just going to pop off behind the cardstock. So I've got my cardstock trimmed down. I'm going to go ahead and rough up the edges of my cardstock and give it a little extra texture, make it a little rustic. I feel like 49 and Market most of the time is kind of rusticy, and so I'm actually documenting a photo of my son, and he was hiking in Yosemite. So he was doing some rusticy things. So that little extra roughness of the scuffing up the edges, I think just brings it in. So there's the picture of my son. And then from my unboxing, you knew I had to do something with these pieces that I got in my portion of the die cuts from the Flavors of the Month. So I'm actually going to use all of them. So I'm going to put them in a vertical design off to the left, where I'm going to put my photo off to the right. And I'm going to grab one of the chipboard words that came in my Flavors of the Month kit, and it says live in the moment, which he was totally doing. And that's going to be my title, and I'm going to put that on top of my photo. So now I'm diving into the embellishment kit. And this is the rub-on sheet that I got. So that will vary depending on person. So I really love all these like mixed media beehive pieces with all of the colors. So I am going to start by taking two of them, and I want them to kind of go behind my die cuts. So I start with a very colorful one at the top. I found another colorful one at the bottom, and it also has a bunch of numbers, which this mountain or rock or whatever it was that they hiked was really high. And so I thought the numbers kind of went well. And then there was a little piece that was just yellow. So I'm going to put that kind of in the center. And then I found another colorful one to go up by my title. So I'm also going to rough up the edges of my photo and give it a little, again, a little more texture, a little kind of rough and tumble. It is going to expose a little bit of the white core of the picture as well. So it almost gives me like an additional matte. And then I'm going to mat it on some of the paper that I gutted it. And so I'm purposely putting it up in this left-hand corner. That way I have all of those beautiful florals to do something with as well. So again, I'm going to rough up the edges of my mat. And I don't believe that I will make you watch me put these rub-ons down on camera, because when I rub them on, I'm always worried that I'm going to shake the desk and it's going to create some motion on the video, and I don't want to make anybody dizzy or anything like that. So I'm going to put them down, and then I believe I will go off camera and actually apply them. So I'm getting all of those pieces down, and then I will take everything off when I actually put them on, when I actually rub them on. So you can kind of see that's how it's going to look. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's what I like. I do also have two other pieces. I have a chipboard piece that says True Friends Endless Joy on the bottom. And he did go with a friend, so I thought that was fitting. And then there was a ticket, because obviously you need a ticket to get in the park. So there's me going off screen, and I went ahead and did all of the rub-ons, and everything should be glued down at this point. And I just felt like I needed a few little extra bits. So from that same paper that is in the background. So when all is said and done, I only used one piece of paper from this collection, which is crazy because there's so much going on. And so I fussy cut out one of the florals here, and that's going to kind of fit in that little kind of gappy space, I felt like. And so there are a couple of floral rub-ons as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put those down. I have one that's going to go by that chipboard piece at the bottom. I'm going to have this bigger white one I'm going to put up at the top by the title. And then that little tiny one that was next to I'm going to put down here by the ticket. So I've got those, and then I see these pieces, and I was like, oh, they're in a row on here, and you could totally do them in a row, but I am cutting them apart, and I'm going to kind of scatter them about, kind of like you would do with like sequins or enamel dots or something, just a little extra. So I'm going to go ahead and put those on, and then I do have a bee, I think that I had there, and I'm going to add that to that center tiny little piece, just a little extra. I figure this is very naturey. He was out in nature. I felt like it totally works. So that is a look at my layout today. I hope you enjoyed it. So I will have links to the scrap room so you can get your hands on these amazing kits. And if you have any questions, please leave them down below. I love to chat with you. So that is going to do it for me today. Here is another close-up. You can see those little scattered pieces. Here is a final look at the layout. So remember to wear your crown, and I will see you next time. Bye.